People running Nintendo are old-ass motherfuckers who has no clue what they're doing, and they never had no clue. Let's start with controllers. Alright, who at Nintendo looked at this thing and said, yeah, that's comfortable. Make it edgy, alright? Kids like edgy shit. This is probably the best controller Nintendo ever made, but for some reason they fucked up the color scheme on the American version. And even the console looks like shit. The fuck is this thing? I mean, look at the European, it's good at least. Looking. And the fuck happened with Nintendo 64? This is how little Nintendo care about their customers. For some reason they forgot they were designing a controller for human beings, so they added another stick to it. I dare you to mention one game that used the left side controller side thing, unless for like small things. I mean, the whole thing looks like something lesbians would use as a sex toy, you know, like they're both fighting about who gets to use two of them. It could be a fun game, you know, if you had a party, or if you're like live in the south and has more than one sister. And why does the Gamecube have a dumbass handle on it? They say it's for carrying around so you can carry it to your friend's house, but what? So what, I'm just supposed to carry the Gamecube in one hand and like the power cord and the cord to the TV in like my other hand like a fucking asshole? Was this feature for like people who couldn't comprehend the functions of a backpack? That handle did come in handy though when your friend stole one of your stars in Mario Party. Beat his dumb star stealing ass face in. And after the GameCube, of course, they went straight back to making dildos. For the Nintendo Revolution that never came out. Coolest name they've ever thought of, and then they renamed it to Wii. What Wii? Shit name! But they thought of an even worse one. Fucking Wii U! Wii U, that's a shit name. By the time Wii U came out, people were so fed up with Nintendo spamming out useless peripherals for their consoles that no one asked for and no one's using. People just thought that tablet thing was a thing you bought for your game, for your Wii U. Normal Wii, so you can play like the new Wii Sports on it. Wii didn't even release with any games that was worth playing or buying. And while we're on peripherals, just because you can think up stuff that's not on the market yet doesn't make you innovative. Sure, Nintendo was the first one to make light guns and the light Suka and the like dancing mat, but they're all ass. PlayStation had to perfect that shit and all to make games that first of all worked and were like at least playable fun. If that's all it takes, I can be innovative too. I can invent the everlasting orgy. But if my product is just gonna be like a ceiling fan with dildos taped to it, I mean, people aren't gonna really buy that shit. But some persons will. Maybe it'll make for a great Father's Day gift, I don't know. Alright, let's move on to online stuff. I mean, I'm not gonna rant too much about online play. I mean, we all know that Nintendo's online is ass. It's embarrassing. The Dreamcast was released in '99, and that thing could play online. You even got a modem with it. Alright, Nintendo, how are you gonna call yourself innovative when you're at least 10 years behind everyone else in online play? You're not innovative when you're strictly against technological progression. Nintendo is a backward-ass company full of old people who has no idea what they're doing. Kids don't go to each other's houses to play video games anymore. That shit's all online now, but they won't figure that out because they don't listen to anyone and does everything the same way they did in the 90s. Someone should ask Nintendo if they know what year it is. 2006, 2017, and they still have ass online play. Sad! Now we're getting into the topic of Nintendo clearly not having any clue whatsoever what their customers want. Or give a shit for that matter. Nintendo don't even know what Nintendo wants. You can't say they only care about money because they clearly don't care about money. Here, I'll give you 3 ways that Nintendo could have made a gazillion money if they just cared or listened to any of their customers that were screaming this at their faces and still are. They just don't do it. No reason at all. The gazillion of dollars they can get are just sitting there. So here we go, number 1. Back when World of Warcraft was popular and everyone was playing MMOs left and right, Nintendo should have made a Pokemon MMO. Imagine that shit, would have been amazing. They should have made it right around after World of Warcraft got popular and everyone started going crazy over like MMOs. I don't really feel like people give a shit about MMOs anymore, so it's kind of too late. But probably would have still works probably now. People will still buy that shit. It's not hard or expensive to make an MMO. Free-to-play MMOs were popping up like fucking everywhere. It's not hard to make or expensive. Just a bazillion money could have been made there. It probably would have lasted longer than World of Warcraft if you would have taken care of it or realized that the internet isn't just a little dumb people. Dumb people. Sad and pathetic. How Nintendo's handled esports could be or Smash in general, Smash Brothers in general could be a whole separate video that I'll probably make also. But the only thing Nintendo has to do to sell a blablaton of Switches, just make what we're asking for. Just release Melee HD for the Switch. You can forbid us by law not to use the old Gamecube one in tournaments. And all of us Melee players would happily go out and buy the new necessary Switch and Melee HD to play the game we love. Just give us some basic way to play online and we'll buy all of them. But no! Why would you want all the money? Fucking hindering streamers and YouTubers from playing their games. Free advertisement. What part of free advertisement is a concept that it's impossible for you to understand? So no, clearly Nintendo is not being stupid because of they only want money. If anything, they don't want money. Bunch of old ass idiots who survive only because they got lucky with Mario in the 90s. And the amount of money they made on Mario to this point is that they can lose money every year with like millions and still sustain their company for like 50 years. But even though they have that security in their company that they're pretty much safe forever, they still never want to take risks with anything. Every Pokemon game is pretty much the exact same game. Every side-scrolling Mario game is pretty much reskins. And for some reason, they want to ruin every other Mario's spin-off game. Maybe except Mario Kart. Mario Kart 8 and 7 and those, they were good. They're good. They're in the right direction. But I mean, fuck did you do to Mario Party? Mario Party 8 was like the last one that was good. And then they just intentionally shat all over everything that's good about Mario Party. Oh, everyone's gonna sit in the same car now, so the small children don't get mad at each other. So everyone's happy, and in the end, everyone wins. Everyone gets a trophy. Piece of shit. Remember Tug of War? That shit made you bleed. You had to bleed for those coins. Bring that back. And of course, the Smash Brothers series, the two latest releases in the Smash Brothers. It's pretty much that they listened to what everyone wanted and then just did the opposite. But like I said, I try to keep Smash light here. That's another video probably. I really want to talk about that shit. It's fucked up. It's what it is. And then we come to the Switch. Holy fuck this broken piece of shit that they expect us to buy. Pretty much every single console released has some kind of flaw. If you're lucky enough to find one of the rare the one that works 100%, that's fucking rare, and it can probably be a collector's item. They're all broken to shit. Sad. Pathetic. You can do better, Nintendo. It has like graphical errors. It can't find the games you have plugged into the console. The little docking thing you have, it leaves marks on the screen after like 8 uses. It scratches the screen, makes it look all shit. Those little controller things that you can remove and then put a little strap on. If you put the strap on the backwards, it's on there like fucking diamond. How do you expect small kids to always put the little strap thing on the right way? Do it wrong once and you have to buy a whole new control thing.
It's a Nintendo product. I don't know how you could do that.
What are you doing, Nintendo? I remember when you gave a shit. Oh wait, this video is about you not giving a shit. Whatever. And remember back in the good old days when consoles actually released with games? There's not a single game on the whole Switch.
For us, it's about the content. Nintendo is a content-focused company.
What type of motherfucker lineup? This fake ass commercial, 60, 70, 80 games, Nintendo, all these fake ass emails I've been getting, and look at this shit. Just Dance 2017. What the fuck?
You're like, oh well, Breath of the Wild, the new Zelda. Nope, you can just buy that for Wii U. Pretty much the same graphics and everything. Actual fact, the Switch version of it is the port. Very late in Breath of the Wild's development, the CEOs of the old ass dumb people of Nintendo, demanded that they ported the Zelda game for the Switch because they didn't have shit to release that console with. So they were like, make this now, we have to release it with something. So in the end they released a broken ass console with a rushed ported game. Not even one reason to buy the Switch. None whatsoever. Nintendo should have just waited to release the Switch until Christmas this year, and maybe they would have been able to release it with like a Mario, like adventure Mario game, standard Mario, or maybe if we're lucky, like the new Mario Party that's not ass. And the charging cable for the tablet thing is plugged in from underneath. Why? How? Why? You can't set it down if the charging cable is underneath, so you just gotta go there and play for like 10 minutes and the batteries run out? Alright, listen. My plan with this video is that it goes viral and Nintendo finds it and they go like, and they're like, oh fuck, he's right, we really don't have any clue what we're doing. And then they mutiny and they throw their president down that to scale 1-to-1 bottomless rape pit. And that pit connects to all of the sewage in the whole world. So when he reaches the bottom, we'll all just shit on him like he shat on our dreams and our childhoods. And then they make me the new president of Nintendo, and I'll fix all of the things. No one knows Nintendo like I do. I'm the best at games. Everyone says so. Everyone. It's gonna be tremendous, and I'm gonna build a beautiful online community. It's gonna be great. So good. It's gonna be a whole new Nintendo for both the casuals and the hardcore players. And the casuals are gonna pay for it.